Welcome, everybody, to McGrew's Reviews. It's been a while since we've been on this show again, and it's been a while since I first saw you. Hi, everybody.
Are you on the payroll?
What do you mean? What do you mean the payroll?
Marvel shirt.
Oh.
Soundtrack.
I am. Well, they didn't have that song on there. It's been a while. That would be like
be on the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack.
No, they never went past 90s.
Volume
They
4.
never went to the 70s anyway.
No, they made it to the 2000s.
Oh, well, yeah, because they got a Zune. The dog days are over. See, if I did that, I'd be on the payroll. Hi, everybody. I'm Sammy Gonzalez. It's Marvel time.
Whoa, they didn't ever do the 90s, did they?
Never.
The fuck is that shit?
I know.
Was
Girl,
that
you know is girl, you know. They didn't even do that.
Great documentary, by the way.
Once again, though, I'm
That
Sammy
was for
Gonzalez.
Captain Marvel.
Right.
Soundtrack.
That's right.
Good tie-in.
I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, Captain Marvel, everybody, welcome back.
It does not take place in the 90s.
The chat is going wild because I'm Sammy Gonzalez in the mix. I've said it like 4 times already. Joining me on the other side, we have the man of the hour, the titular character,
That's my
McGrew
name.
himself.
That's why it's called that, by the way.
Who are you?
I'm Tommy.
Ah, Tommy McGrew, they would
fuck
say.
is up?
What the fuck is
I'm
up?
sorry I came in aggressive. You made me watch this. And this is...
It's Ian, everybody.
Oh, my God.
Back from the dead.
We shake hands here.
Right. They've never
Worlds
met, actually.
collide.
They've literally never met.
No.
We sat down next to each other in our fucking torture devices. We're like, hey, what's up, man? Good to meet you. Oh, cool. Let's watch this fucking movie.
Torture device.
You got your helmet? I got mine.
Dude, I brought my shin guards, man.
Yeah.
Jesus. So, hi, everybody. We're here for not only the Marvels. We're going to review the Marvels. It was a short film. Not like a short film, but like a shorter motion picture. Feature film. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And
If you will.
so we're good. But I won't. If I will, but I won't.
Yeah.
And you want to bring it a little closer or scooch in a little bit, Ian? There you go. You want to be about a fist length away.
Like
Get your
this.
fist on the edge.
Like this.
Do that. The audio listeners are hating it now.
If I look at you like this, does it make it better?
No, it doesn't.
But if I do this, does it make it better?
We get weird here. So just to catch everybody up,
Deuteronomy.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
So for those of you who don't know, I was on an old website called doubletoasted.com. It's not an old website. It still exists.
All of us were?
All of us were. Yeah, so what ended up happening was Tommy was on there originally. Tommy left. Then I took Tommy's spot. And then I had a show. And then Ian was the co-host. Then he left. And then I was like, well, life's not worth living anymore. And I did like 14, 15, 17 more episodes with a guy named Chris Herman. And then I was like, I'm done. And then I came and did this. Well, actually, no. Then I sold insurance. Then I did this. Then I wanted to die.
Hey, easy, man. It was a whole last recruiting montage. Where you gathered all your...
Very
you
Nick
put
Fury.
together your own Avengers of who gives a shit.
Of misfits and
Right.
people who got fired.
Right, and I was like,
We're sort of below the West Coast Avengers. I don't really know where quite we are on the totem pole, but...
but it was like, I'm here to make a team. And I had an eye patch for some reason, but I just got back from a Raider game, so it made sense.
Walking also.
I was got a team. That was my Nick Fury, okay? Leave me alone.
Selena. You gotta go to Batman Returns
Yeah.
anytime you do walking.
Got to put on mascara.
Bruce Wayne.
No, I was going Rockefeller Skank music
Ooh,
video.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's good.
That, no. Wait, shit, what's this music video with Fatboy Slim with Christopher Walken flying?
Yeah, I remember
Weapon
that
of
one.
Choice.
Weapon of
There we
Choice,
go. I'm going Weapon of Choice, where he doesn't even say anything. He
Are you
just
having a
dances.
stroke?
No.
Okay.
Have you not seen?
No, I have, but like just watching you through that last like
Figure
10
it out.
seconds. Yeah, that was a whole like...
Yeah.
I will
Not being in your brain, it was a little concerning. I'm sorry, I'm sort of disoriented because I've been doing this all night.
Just for the record, I will not get my Fatboy Slim's accuracy.
Do you know the dance by heart? I feel like... No. Oh, man.
Does this, and then he flies at one point,
does
and then he
fly.
swings back and forth. So yeah, actually, I do Thomas McGrew. Anyway, that's not even your name.
not.
But his legal name's Tom. Anyway,
The government.
we're here to talk Marvel, particularly the Marvels. Plural.
Yeah.
Also, a trailer dropped. Avatar: The Last Airbender. So we're gonna watch that after we don't know what that
I'm
is.
sad that I missed it watching this movie.
Well, we'll get to it on this episode very quickly.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. It is The Mexcellence. It is McGrew's Reviews. Be sure to follow us on all the social media. Just search The Mexcellence. You'll find us everywhere. And we're actually live simulcasting on YouTube now. They allow us to do that right now. So yeah, we're on YouTube. Right now.
Right now?
Right now, yeah.
Is
We're
it
on
like
Twitch.
a unison thing? So people can comment from YouTube on here?
It's not on this one. It's on YouTube's comment
What the
nonsense.
fuck are we
What are we doing?
Well, no, I'd have to
You
set
can
up a whole
split
thing.
this. You know you can have multiple browsers open. man.
Actually, I could.
That really plays well for everybody at home. They don't even know what we're talking
We
about.
don't-
No, they
we're
can see,
hitting
though, there's a
multiple
tablet.
though.
People
You
know
like
there's a
this? Yeah.
tablet
Do they
there.
know there's a tablet? Well, they can't see what I'm pointing at. Now
don't
they
know
know
what
there's
I'm
a
looking
tablet.
at.
We're breaking immersion here. There's a tablet with the chat on
Look
it.
at me looking at That's what I'm
Now
looking
they
at
feel
right
important. Now they feel a part of the
They
show.
were always
That's
important.
how I know. That's how I can communicate with you. Serenity is through the tablet. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what the fuck was going on.
He doesn't know how to type.
He just,
don't.
no. It's all, he reads and voice activates. Anyway, folks. We're not going to talk about Loki because we were watching the movie, so we didn't get a chance to see it. The last episode?
I've seen all of Loki.
The last episode? Was it out this morning?
It comes on Wednesdays.
I thought it was Thursdays.
No,
Fuck.
Wednesdays.
Never mind. Shit, I should have been more prepared. Anyway,
It's whatever.
we are going to talk about the Marvels, which is a good time for everybody. And I will first talk about how we experienced it, though, because once again, we did.
It skews the judgment.
Well, excuse the judgment because we did 4DX again. Now, Tommy's.
Because we hate ourselves.
Because Tommy loves 40X. I enjoyed it myself. If you don't know what 40X
You're
is.
into BDSM. 40X.
So 40X is not 4 double DX. Hold on.
Yeah.
4DX is a cinema experience. It's an IMAX screen, 3D.
3D.
Okay.
You got smoke,
You got smoke,
wind, water,
flash,
All
lightning.
the elements.
flashes,
Lightning.
So if you have epilepsy or some shit, probably not a good idea. And also a roller coaster type seat experience.
So there we go right here. It's
that
seats
will
of
toss
4.
You about.
So it has rock, roll. It has calf punchers.
Yes.
So it's like little air guns at your ankles and at your calves.
Yep.
Air guns over your shoulders. Water spray on the front with scents as well. So it's rain, scents, face air,
You smell things.
pitch, roll, smoke in the
Real
front.
quick, when Brie Larson made it, like when you see her for the first time, like settled in at Kamala's house, wasn't it a different scent?
Yeah.
That's some subliminal shit.
Right.
Why the white woman gotta have a scent? The fuck is that?
Because if it was
Why didn't the
Photon,
other two have
it would be goddamn
butter?
cocoa butter.
Fuck you.
Hey, I'm not saying it's a bad one. I'm just saying that's what it'd be.
It's with Nick Fury.
And then
both of their skin is immaculate. So yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. Every time Nick Fury's on, just this motherfucker smells good.
I want to look like that when I'm 70.
And then Kamala Khan, I don't know a non-racist Middle Eastern scent that
we're just
people
gonna
get
jump
mad.
over that pothole.
So we're just gonna go ahead and ignore it because anything I said,
fucking
if I say jasmine flowers, it's like that's racist, even if it's nice. So you're
I love
worried
when
we're
you're
gonna
like,
go there.
I'm not going to say the thing. Anyway, I'm going to say the thing.
Well, I'm like,
let me
figuring-
workshop through the horrible things I could have said, but won't. Oh, fuck, I did it.
Jasmine flowers is the closest thing and the nicest thing I can think of, so I'm leaving it at that. Some fresh flowers. Kamala
Just
Khan.
an immaculate smell. I wish they would have done just delightful smells for all three of them.
just tasty treats for all of them.
Anytime the cat's on screen, it just smells like vinegar and piss.
No. The worst
would've been
cat smell.
accurate.
You know what? The worst cat smell is I went on a date with, or like a random Tinder date with a cat. Yes, no.
Cat lady.
No, it was a lady with a cat, and I went to her house, and the cat didn't smell bad. What smelled bad was the shampoo that covered up the cat piss dookie smell. So you know how you clean the cat peas or whatever,
cat, so yeah.
and then you put that powder, then you vacuum it.
Yep.
That smell is worse to me than cat piss.
Really?
I hate that smell. Chemical, disgusting, clean.
Arm & Hammer.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. So they should have done that with the cat.
Which is fun fact. That is Armie Hammer's grandfather's company.
Yeah, his name is Armand
Named
Hammer.
after the company.
Right.
So the next time you're watching The Lone Ranger, think of that.
Yeah, and he likes eating people. But anyway, allegedly.
Amongst other things. But yeah, go.
Oh yeah, lots of creepy things. So yeah, Ian, your first
Yeah,
time
that's me.
on 4DX.
Yeah, man. So I've been hearing about 40X for years, and I was like, that seems like a horrible fucking idea. Why would
and you're a
anybody
film
suggest-
guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're
the
a film
future,
guy.
As am I.
If this is the future, I need you to put a fucking bag over my head right now and just get it over with.
Netflix is the
All
one
right.
is your route.
So you text me. Yeah, you text me like last night. You're like, hey, we're gonna see the Marvels. I'm like, all right, cool. Also, it's in 40X. It's like, all right, fuck it.
Right.
Like, why not?
Well, you were like, I'll pay for the ticket. I go, no. I got you. because you may hate this.
Make him sign a waiver before.
I felt like I should have signed a waiver,
Yeah.
and I'll get into it when we talk about the movie itself. But I'm really, for a variety of reasons, I'm really glad that it was under 2 hours. Mostly because I'm incredibly sore, and I know it's great. It's great though. I'm glad that somebody got to pay like $27 so I could have the experience of flying on Delta Airlines, and having a fucking kid kick the back of my seat for the entire goddamn time. Hey, are you watching the movie? Hey,
Come the cat's flying.
and sneeze on you.
It is genuinely, and this is removed from my feelings about the movie, and I mean this with absolute sincerity. I'm not being hyperbolic at all. Might be the single worst way to watch a movie I've ever experienced. It truly was a miserable experience that I do not wish on anybody. That being said, I had a big beer beforehand. I had a great time, and I'm glad that I did that with you guys.
Well, here's the thing. So you got to realize that whatever he reviews this movie to be, it was in spite of
it really
4DX.
was. It really was. And I will say that. I, all things considered, enjoyed the movie in spite of doing this. Every time there's a laser battle, which let me tell you, there are a lot of fucking laser
He has
battles.
a fog machine.
Oh yeah, I do. We could just.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's got to be as pathetic as the one, because that's the thing. You say there's a fog machine in this theater.
Right.
What you can't articulate is that the fog is like one jet in like the bottom left corner of the screen that doesn't even like fire like at an opportune time. It just sort of like slowly drifts out like somebody's trying to hotbox the
Right.
room.
It's just one sad drip.
Right.
It's so depressing.
What is it supposed to represent?
The first time it happened, I genuinely laughed for like 10 minutes.
Right.
It was so fucking funny.
So to paint the picture of like how it functions along with the scene, there's a scene of flying in the clouds. Flying in the clouds. So you're like, oh shit, we're flying in the clouds. And then like we're already in the clouds, and then all you just hear is a waft
Wow.
of smoke.
And you're like, is someone pissing in surround sound? What's going on?
Right.
Oh no.
Right. Yeah, we haven't even talked about the movie. We're just talking about 4DX. We just started 9:30ish.
Also, I think now is probably as best a time as any to bring it up. So there was a point you turned over to me about halfway through, and you're like, did Tommy fall asleep?
Well, no. Let me step. Let me
you need
paint the
to
picture
explain this.
because I was making sure Ian was good because it's crazy. You are getting tossed around at inopportune moments.
Yeah.
I'm full of popcorn and soda, and I'm getting scrambled all on the insides. Yeah. The seat's a little bit buckety, so my side chub is being squeezed and
I
everything.
made the mistake of trying to drink a bottle of water, and
Right, you're just.
it was like halfway gone.
Right.
I had my first sip.
And so I look over because actually no, we go to a water scene, right?
Yeah.
We go to a water scene, and I go, "You already knew about the water spray."
Yeah.
And so Ian
You have
goes,
the option to be fair on the
"Yes,
side.
yeah." And I go, he goes, "Is this one that sprays you with water?" I go, "Yes, but there's an option to turn it off." He goes, "No, I'm going full tilt. I'm going all the way."
There.
Yeah.
You know?
We didn't pay $25 for not have water sprayed in my
You didn't
face.
pay $25 to be a bitch.
Right. And so he goes, "I'm doing it." And so we're getting tossed around. He's doing pretty good laughing at the smoke. And Tommy, you're on the other side of him. And I'm just like, okay, Tommy's doing good. He's been here before. He's done this trip
Not my
already.
first rodeo.
Not his first rodeo. And it indeed was a rodeo.
It was.
And so what ends up happening is water planet, and it sprays me in the face. And I go, ah! And I look over, and Ian is just like this. Still. Got sprayed in the face, didn't move, didn't flinch, and I'm like, you okay? And he's like whatever, man.
Look, by that point, I'm at like, minute 70 of just being like flung around like a goddamn ragdoll. I've always wanted to know what it feels like to be a Jerry Anderson puppet, and I want to thank you because tonight you gave me that experience.
Right.
And by that point, my body was so sore. I was just like, sure.
You were in
not?
prone position.
Wait till tomorrow.
Oh my god.
No, and so then Tommy is on the other side, and I just see this.
I look like,
You have your hood. No, you have your hood on.
yeah, I look like Bernie.
The glasses and the hat down.
It's like these two brought a dead body to the
Right.
theater just to play it off.
And I go to Ian. I
We
go,
went to the movies last night. We were all together.
He seemed really active and into it. I don't know. Maybe he broke his neck on the seats.
no. Well, my thing was like, did he have a heart incident or something? Because I was like, Ian, is he awake or is he sleeping? And you go, yeah, I think so. Because you weren't moving. You weren't breathing. You weren't moving. You were doing nothing. And so then,
gave up after a while.
so then, Immediately after we're done with the water planet, and then we go, and we're getting rocked back and forth, and then I see you smile, and I go, okay, he's alive.
I straight up see his arms and legs just go, woo, just go full linguini legs up in the air.
Like, you know how they tell you, like in a building collapse, go limp and you'll save your body and everything.
That's what I was doing.
You were self-preserving in that manner.
Nothing was happening. Look, if this thing isn't throwing you around, it's pretty fucking boring.
Right.
And I tried to like really imagine watching this movie without all the theatrics and the mists and the abuse and all of this, the like. And I was like, this would be fucking terrible to watch.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was that boring. I had Tommy slump. No.
I did almost fall asleep.
I thought you were falling asleep.
I might have dozed off.
Well, I thought you were falling asleep because it was rocking you to sleep. Because it was very vibrational. And they were talking at the time. And it was like,
you know how I feel about talking.
A long day at work. Yeah. I get it. Right. So, with that said,
if it would give me 5 more minutes, I would have been out.
Blue Beetle was a bit more exciting in 4DX.
It's a good movie, also.
That's true. Yeah. And on this one, let's see if we believe it's a good movie. Now on to, and for those of you watching, we're not spoiling at this point. So there will be plot points revealed. So like if you want no, absolutely nothing, you're free to leave. You are dismissed. We'll see you when you come back and watch it. But plot points will be there. Characters will be there. Maybe certain elements that are talked in vagueness will be there. So if you want nothing, just know that we do get into the movie a little bit. And then we'll take a break, and then we'll spoil the shit out of it. There's only a few things to spoil. Yeah, and then we'll go to Avatar.
Please.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
So with that said, let's go and take a refresher, and hopefully YouTube doesn't demonetize us, and watch the trailer for...
Fuck, do we have to?
The Marvels. You're watching the trailer.
You can take a nap if you want.
Yeah, I think that'd be best.
Okay.
Wake me up.
I can't.
It's November 10th. Or it's the 9th, I forget. Before you checking the time. But
this should not be released early.
Just make everybody watch it on Friday. Hey, there was people in our theater. It wasn't completely empty. A few
poor sadists.
Well,
hey, when I go to a movie, I want you to burn a fucking cigarette on my hand. I want you to throw me that goddamn flight of stairs. Run me over with a truck.
Hey, that's the fifth DX, all right? Is some guy comes and burns a cigarette.
That's what the gimps are?
The fifth D is death.
They kill you at the end of the movie. All right, now
movie writers, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, so he stabs you in the chest like 5 times.
I shouldn't have seen Gladiator in 40X.
Halloween Begins is real. So hold on. So before we get started, though, wow, I can spell the Marvels. I was poor. Anyway, I am.
It's on your shirt.
No, I can't read.
Oh.
So anyway.
Well, I'm glad you've been able to get through life this long with your disability.
Oh, yeah. I'm Aiden Ross. That motherfucker can't read. I hate him. Don't look him up. Anyway. Actually, you know what? That actually is a nice segue. You don't know who that guy is?
Yeah.
This movie has had a plague go on with it.
What plague is that?
Misogyny. A lot of people.
Wait. Are you talking about misogyny on the internet?
Yeah. Yeah, it's this new thing where guys, their peepees are small.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that a bunch of boys who care way too much about comic books are freaking out and feel threatened by women in those comic books?
No, not only women. Not only women. Black woman.
What?
White woman.
In 2023?
And Muslim woman. Look at them. Look at them existing. Yeah. And a lot of people there's a lot of tendered criticisms at this time that could have been tendered way earlier at Ant-Man and the Wasp or Quantumania. It could have been tendered at Shang-Chi. Could have been tendered at all of the ones that have kind of fell a little bit short. But for some convenient reason, a lot of people are looking at this movie and going, oh my God, the superheroes are over. You saw that Variety article.
Yeah.
Marvel movies are stupid.
Drawn.
Right.
Yeah, that was great, yeah.
Black people leading as Nick Fury TV shows. Iman Vellani. Women of color, the whole article.
He's going to do this for like an hour.
Oh, yeah. All the things.
Cream cheese.
And so, a lot of people are going into this movie going, I have too much homework having to watch Secret Invasion and Ms. Marvel.
You don't have to watch it.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Don't do that.
You don't have to. But a lot of people are doing this, okay? And then a lot of people are mad of the Marvel the Captain Marvel character that she's a Mary Sue and she's too powerful. And in this movie, I mean, she was
Sorry, that was a reflex.
yeah, she was comparable to Thanos at one point, and in this movie, they actually did write around it, but at the same time, they didn't really
she does
emphasize
something
it.
at the end that is pretty powerful.
Right,
I'd say.
but they wrote around it, but then didn't make the boss battle more like her more powerful. It's a little weird. We'll talk about it. But so they found a way around her superpowers. Photon. I'm sorry, I just look at her and I'm like, she's so beautiful. Oh my God. Like, that's my misogyny. It's just like, pretty girl, Photon's so beautiful.
It's not misogyny if you say, hey, that's a good looking person. As
That's
long as
true.
you're not like a fucking gross creep about it.
I mean, I'm kind of getting there though. She's very attractive.
The show is young.
Like, yeah, I know. And if I start drooling, that's when you know when to slap me on the head.
So
with a
I need you to go
newspaper.
grab his drill buckets
Well,
over in the
good. I
corner.
got a little
Yeah.
spritzer.
Yeah, spritzer.
I got a rag actually.
Oh yeah, I need a spritz and a rag because I look at Tiana Paris and I'm like, oh my God, you're so pretty. I want to be your friend. And so, but the idea is though, a lot of people are weighing and putting a lot of their hangups on this movie, whether it be Brie Larson. Let's see, I think Brie Larson's actually doing a great portrayal of Captain Marvel since both are annoying in both comics and the movies.
Yeah, she's awful in the comic.
Right, and some people share that opinion on this show, and I'd never read the Captain Marvel comics, so all I know is this version, really. And so, it's fine. The first
Less
movie
annoying than the comic book.
is less annoying, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brie Larson is a charming person, and she got a bunch of flack the first time around saying that, hey, maybe it shouldn't be a bunch of white crackers reviewing all the movies all the time. And everyone was like, well, she didn't say it like that. But she did say, like, I would like to
Half
have Ian in his skin tone.
Oh God.
Well, no, the idea was that she wanted like women of color to be able to review movies and have those be prominent. And everyone was like, fuck this bitch, she hates white men. And it's like, okay, it's not about you, but you made it about you, and then you rallied against the woman so that she doesn't even want to play the character anymore because she's been bullied so much online. She's like, I don't want to do this. It's not fun to be
worth
bullied.
it, really.
It's not worth it. The movies are. We'll get to the
Got her
review.
Avengers dollars. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
She does have an Oscar. Like she
I was
doesn't.
about to say.
And I really like Brie Larson, and I
do
think
too.
she's good in these movies. But it's that thing of like she doesn't need to do these, and it's cool. She at
got
least
Nissan
seemingly
commercials?
wants to.
Like-
Well,
That's a Nissan commercial.
well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, man.
No, that's good money.
Yeah.
Again, she's an Oscar winner. I don't know why she's got to be a Nissan commercial. That's a separate
It's
conversation.
2023.
Hey.
We can have a whole thing about death of cinema.
Hey, writer strike is over, all right?
Hey, actor strike's
What about the
over,
actor
baby.
strike?
Back to work.
I had the actor strike. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Both are over?
Yeah, both of them. The actors
Ended last
did-
night.
Last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Good shit. We can get back to doing Marvel movies.
And that was. Well, no.
We can get back to saving cinema with Marvel.
Well, that
Like
was.
the end of a Twilight Zone.
Really? Oh my God.
It.
Looks at release calendar. Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3. No!
We already released the picture of Hugh Jackman in the fucking picture.
Marty was right.
Marty is never right. Who was the one that said don't watch movies on your phone? Oh, I forget. It was like a really pretentious act. Might have been Marty.
Marty Scorsese alone.
No, who's the one that made the aliens?
Ridley Scott.
I think it was Ridley Scott that was like, you need to stop watching movies on phones.
Yeah,
He needs
because
to stop making shitty
because
alien movies.
Ridley Scott is like 11. I love the man. He's
is.
so old,
Right.
And he's still making movies. And also, he's made like
Did you say 11 D?
yeah, he's made like 10 bad movies. He's also made like 15 really good ones and like 4 classics. So fuck off. He can
It
do
was
whatever he
Nolan.
wants.
Genius Monster got it. It was Nolan.
Okay.
And so no, but anyway, the
cares?
idea was you
The
watching,
guy makes movies on IMAX. Of course, he doesn't want you to watch a movie on your phone. Like,
Demands a July slot every year. Like,
right. And so
he's a diva.
And so, but a lot of people are now leveraging a lot of these complaints. They even mentioned like, "Oh man, it feels so good that we don't have fucking Brie Larson press because she couldn't do it because of the strike." And like, they're going that far.
Yeah.
And so,
why do you care?
What
Not
does-
you. I'm just
yeah,
these
yeah.
people. I'm like, how does this affect your life?
Right.
It's a fucking comic book.
right, and
It's a
so-
goddamn comic book.
And so, we'd be remiss to say like, okay, that was a lot of the chatter about this movie, and then right away the male blogosphere, and we're the male blogosphere, but we try not to be dickheads about it. We have opinions that are stupid as shit sometimes, but we try not to be dickheads about it. That's our rule of thumb, and we're pretty good here.
think so.
But the idea was that this movie got the initial reviews. Worst Marvel movie in a decade. Worst thing ever. Still bullshit. This is the worst movie of the year.
seen the Eternals?
All this.
Have they
and
seen
that.
Morbius?
Was that this year?
It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, no.
You always got to go check him with the doctor. You should do it every year.
Mr. Morbius,
Dr. Morbius,
and
MD.
any Sony project at this point. Kraven the Hunter's. I thought that was coming out this year, and it got pushed back again.
Should get pushed back to never.
I am Kraven the Hunter. I am also the Flash or
Not
Quicksilver.
Kraven. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Kraven was in the fucking video game. Fucking great. I finished the video game.
actual
I'm just
Kraven's
really
awesome.
excited that
Kraven doesn't have powers.
I'm just really excited that we finally
Not
have
Manimal.
We finally have a movie where Russell Crowe can give us a silly kooky accent because he doesn't do that enough.
That's right. We need more silly, kooky. I am your father.
Hey, I am your father.
We need to. Oh yeah,
I have to eat 7 more sandwiches to prepare for this role.
to be Husky Father. And so that's his character, Husky Father of Kraven. And so, with all this noise going on in the world, we have to recognize that we're a bunch of dude bros on a podcast, just to be a little self-aware for half a second, and then realize that, one, we are aware of it, and two, we're not going to treat it as, like, if we don't like this movie or if we like this movie, we're not going to treat it because they're women of color or white women or because we have anything against them. Like I said, Brie Larson won a fucking Oscar. Tiana Paris was in They Cloned Tyrone earlier this year.
favorite movie.
It's one of the greatest movies of the year, in my opinion. And then, as I've mentioned to you guys, Iman Vellani, am I saying that right?
Yeah, she's just the best part.
She's just so adorable.
Yeah, she's great.
I would literally die for her.
Super likable.
And if anything happened to her, I would kill everybody and then myself, as they say.
Good
That's from a TV show.
Jesus.
It's
How
from a
often
TV
do you
show.
think about ritual suicide, Sammy?
Oh, man,
Is it? I feel like it comes up a lot.
I feel like the Catholic Church can't get mad at me if it's ritual suicide.
I feel like the Catholic
I
Church
mean-
is probably responsible for this fixation, but that's a conversation for another time.
So is cult's a word we can't say?
Cults? No, we can say cults, and I'm not part of a cult. I'm just saying. I'm just saying Ms. Marvel is precocious as an adult, and I don't know how that works, but I like her character. I like her as a little actress herself. Like, she'll do
likable
interviews,
actor.
and she likes the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I think that is particularly charming. So with that said, 40X, misogyny aside,
Yeah.
the Marvels.
Likable actors.
The leads
And Samuel L. Jackson.
and Samuel L. Jackson are pretty darn good across the board.
Right.
Like I said, from personally, Iman Vellani stole the show, and a lot of people are saying that in the reviews and
Yeah,
whatnot.
it's obvious.
She
The most
is
obvious
just
thing in the movie. Yeah.
she's just a ball of charm.
Yeah.
Everything she does is not only is it like cute and adorable and like works as a teenage girl, but also not annoying.
No.
Like none of it. None of it is like,
Perfect amount
oh,
of-
she's here doing her thing, fangirl thing.
Naivete
that was
and
my
fangirling.
that was my big worry going into the movie because I haven't watched Miss Marvel.
Okay.
And just seeing the trailers and all that, I was like, oh fuck, is it going to be like 2 hours
It's
of
like
just?
2 episodes.
No, you're fine.
Time,
No, you're
right?
fine. We'll
My
get to
point
this
is-
thing.
my
I'm
Yeah.
not
point
going
is-
to twist
My
anybody's
point
arm to
is,
do
no,
that.
I just had my arm twisted for 2 goddamn hours.
Literally.
By 40X.
My fucking pinhead. No, my worry going into it was like, is this going to be like an annoying, overly precocious kid? And I feel like they hit like just the right amount of like, okay, kid's charming.
Right.
We're not overdoing it. It's not constant like bah bah bah.
As Marcos actually put it in the chat, they didn't short round her. Like short round was just there to be Dr. Jones.
You don't besmirch short round. My friend.
Well, he's an adult now, and we love him now again. But I've always loved short round, for the record.
all right.
But the
That's why
idea
you-
being,
that's why you can stay.
well, no, but like, hold on to your potatoes. She's not saying lines like that. Okay,
No time for love, Dr.
No time for love, Dr. Jones. We got company. See, I know the lines.
Indy, I love you. Wake up.
I know the lines. Don't question me on short round.
All right,
lore.
we're not reviewing the Marvels. You're gonna watch Sam and I quote Indiana Jones. And then we're gonna do a live reading of the screenplay of
Really?
Indiana Jones.
What? Really? That's what we're
A
doing?
noted piece of American literature.
damn it.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Chilled monkey brains.
Oh man.
Don't act like I haven't seen the lore of that movie.
Mola Rob. No, we're done.
But going back to it, so Iman
Motherfucker's
Vellani,
gonna start
stellar.
giving The Last Crusade, it's credit. Jesus.
I'll take famous titties for 400, please. And so,
She talks in her sleep.
then you have Tiana Paris, who as Photon, and she is
Well,
just charming in her own right, but like not.
that's what she can with what she's got.
They didn't give her much, admittedly. They didn't give her
shit.
much at all.
They said just be Tiana Paris. It's
Right.
like she just filled in the blanks herself.
We need to bridge this gap from the previous story. So be kind of morose,
kinda just
but
threw
not
you
like all
in
the
here.
time.
And we need you to do stuff. You don't really need to be here.
Right.
Yeah, and and we can get into it more with like
We had a
spoilers.
loose thread.
That's the thing. It's like it feels like her character the most is like, well, we had you in this one place in this one show, and we need you in this other place in this other thing.
Right.
So we're just gonna kind of like you're gonna kind of be thrown in, and you'll just kind of connect A to B. You're not really gonna have much of an arc or a whole lot to do.
Right.
And with that like kind of exquisite corpse of a character arc, she does a good job of like holding the screen and holding her own.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just and we'll get to the writing of this movie or lack of. It gets us to where we need to be. She is a bit of glue for a movie that is inherently glue. And then you have the titular, or one of the Marvels, the captain of the Marvels, Captain Marvel. Brie Larson is, at first, I go, why is she so weird? Like, why is she playing this kind of stiff and robotic? And then I realized, oh yeah, she's been alone for like 5 years, and like
She's had a cat.
Well, she had a cat, yeah. She had a cat with weird tentacle things that you saw in the trailer.
Super cat lady.
Right, but that's what it was. It was a cat lady who had been isolated from anybody, never worked in a team.
Super awkward.
The kind of staccato speaking for a while.
Yeah.
Just alien, if you will.
She doesn't seem like the most powerful being in the universe, which technically she's not if you watch Secret Invasion.
Right, which nobody watched Secret Invasion. And
watch
quite
that
frankly,
tiny arm scene.
I'm a little bit mad about watching Secret Invasion.
You watched it?
I did, all the way through.
I did too.
Yeah. And so that's our trio, the Marvels, if you will. Solid base to do this stuff. And as you saw in the trailer, they have body swap shenanigans. Oh my God, body swap
Fridays
shenanigans.
all over the place.
Freaky Fridays.
Yeah.
What other did body swaps?
The Change Up was a body swapper.
What's the one with Justin Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis?
Looper?
It's not a body swap.
Not a body swap movie.
Oh, it's time travel. Okay, well, I didn't watch that movie. I just thought that this is...
Sammy, have you ever seen a movie?
What's a movie?
Okay.
What are that?
Continue.
Yeah, but anyway, I saw 4DX. That's what I saw.
I was wondering why every time I looked over at you. Every time I looked over at you during the movie tonight, your eyes just glazed over.
Tiana Paris. Tiana Paris, let's get to
Crush me with your chair.
I thought you were going to say something else. And
Sammy, where did you get a ball gag from?
it's part of the 5DX.
Yeah, they give it to you.
Here's your 4D glasses, and here's your ball gag. Please recycle it at the end of the showing. And so, anyway, and then we'll get into one more character. But first, like some people asked at the beginning of the show, and as we mentioned with Secret Invasion, do you have to watch Secret Invasion, Ms. Marvel? What's another one that they might have had to watch? WandaVision.
WandaVision, yeah.
Do you have to watch all of those? And the answer is no.
No.
The answer is no, you do not.
Really don't.
As a matter of fact, for those of you who'll get it, in the first 5 minutes of the movie, if you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z, have you watched Dragon Ball Z? Right? You've seen it?
Love it.
So what is the thing that the guy did before the start of every episode?
Recap. Right?
Last time on Dragon Ball Z,
That's recap ever.
Gohan did some nonsense with Piccolo, and then Goku decided to blow up a planet. Okay? That guy shows up in this movie. Not quite. It's another mechanic. But the mechanic of last time on Dragon Ball Z is the beginning of this movie.
Yeah.
So before we get too deep into the movie, do we just want to say what we thought of it, just as a general
Yeah, I wanted to get to that.
Yeah.
Get the characters. Get to that. We'll talk about the general. Then we'll talk about the kind of ancillary characters, things we didn't like and whatnot, and then do the spoilers. So, yeah. You don't need to watch that stuff. Just be sure that you pay attention because there's a lot of dense information. And actually, one thing that we talked about on our old show a lot was show, not tell. This movie does a lot of that because sometimes they won't explain powers. They'll say, oh, you have light powers. And you go, okay, what's that mean? And then you see them use light powers. And it's like, oh, okay, so that's what that person can do. I got to pay attention because if I don't know who Photon is, I didn't know she could phase through things. Yeah. I didn't know that until this movie.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, makes sense. But Ian, since you brought it up, what is your overall impression of this movie?
Yeah, I mean, aside from the fact that I had to watch it in the middle of a fucking meat grinder, I liked it. I mean, I didn't love it, but
right.
I had a.
Is that a Hey Arnold reference? Do you remember that? Where he was talking about, Lila, I like you I don't just like you.
I didn't mean to, but that might have been buried deep in there.
So you didn't like it, but you just liked it.
But I just liked it, yeah. No, I've been pretty checked out on a lot of the Marvel stuff of late, and I kind of went into this, not arms crossed, but just sort of all right, well, let's see how it goes.
Right.
And I had a better time with it than I thought I would, I like Nia DaCosta as a director. I mean, that was kind of my main coming into this.
Because what did she do?
The most recent Candyman, also this movie, Little Woods,
Right.
with Tessa Thompson. It's very good.
Oh, I wonder why she showed up in this movie again.
Yeah, but it's not, but it do. No, I thought it was fun. I mean, it's not, in whatever, higher rankings of Marvel stuff, I'm not really going to put it, that high up there, but I had a fun time with it. It's got a lot of fun, kooky kind of visual ideas. They do a lot of fun stuff with the power swapping and all of that.
Right.
Especially with the kind of elephant in the room of, Captain Marvel being such a powerful character.
Right.
How do you kind of work around that narratively? And I thought they work with that, in a pretty clever way. And it is under 2 hours.
Oh my god! It's so short.
A blessing. It gets in, it gets out. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It doesn't bombard you with too much, useless nonsense and lore and all of that.
An hour and 45 minutes.
You got to remember those credits are like 15 minutes.
Right, and there's no and there was no end credit.
Yeah,
So-
don't stay.
Don't stay.
After that mid one, leave.
So. You had
You're
a
really
good
trying
time.
to
We'll
say
get into it a little bit more. But Tommy, what'd you think, dude? What was your first?
Listen,
What was that? I've never heard you laugh like that before.
that's what it did to me. Like,
It made you silly.
my injury from 40X was a vocal injury, but no. Okay.
Oh, there was a 4DX where a guy just came and punched you in the throat. Yeah. That was the other part.
Effect. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Hey, they used the hammer.
That was La La Land in 40X. Sing and dance, bitch.
City of Slam. Anyway,
So my expectations were super low
of course.
going into this.
What was the thing that
Really
changed
low.
you before though? That I gifted you?
Oh, you gave me a Photon action figure, which I'm not even an action figure guy, but I am now because it's a fun little action figure.
Yeah, it looks just like her.
It's not many really well detailed female black
Right.
action figures, so I really appreciate it.
And this is the action figure it was. I got it
Yeah.
on clearance at Target.
With
and
the Hulk leg.
And it came with a Hulk leg, build a figure.
Did you want the Hulk leg?
I could sell it.
I'll keep it.
All right. Well, so Tommy is going to have one Hulk.
I just love this whole dynamic of what did you think from the movie? Well, I got an action figure, so not too bad. Yeah, I got an action figure and I got run over by a semi truck. So
And so you had already kind of been like, well, you were on board of just not wanting to see it. And
I told you months ago.
and I had been
Don't
on
ask me to see this shit.
camp of with you and Marcos, who had made comments about not liking the Captain Marvel character,
Right.
and TJ, who outright refused to watch this movie, and
Yeah.
JJ, who outright refused to watch this movie.
Yeah.
I would just make the joke, why do you hate women?
Right.
And it's not the truth. You just didn't want to see it. This movie, you were kind of done with Marvel.
Yeah.
But on Tuesday, you were like, can we see it in 4DX? And I said, yeah. So between the action figure 4DX,
So-
I rused you into
You got
watching
me.
this movie.
It was short.
And now that and it was short.
It's the shortest
So
Marvel
having
movie.
done my ruse to get you in that
Right.
seat right there, how do you feel about it?
Okay, so expectations were super low.
Right.
Did not like it. Didn't hate it.
Oh.
Some fun, the scene. It's a scene in there where it's a lot of the swappage. And granted, we were being tossed around as this scene was going.
Right.
I tried to get out of that, very
Mode.
frightening mode because the machines will get us.
Yeah.
And this is how it starts.
Oh yeah, the machines will break your neck on 40X for
Boy.
sure.
But yeah, no, I tried to take myself out of it and be like, okay, if I was just watching this scene without all of this.
without being thrown out of your chair.
Without all the accoutrement.
There was genuinely a point where I turned over to you and I thought you were going to go flying into the seat.
Out of
I
the
had
chair.
to hold on.
Oh
I
yeah.
would have absolutely
I put
gone.
my hands underneath the armrest, hold on my body to make sure I don't get flung.
Yeah.
So, but you found joy in this movie.
I found some scenes that I was like, that's a good set piece. It's a body swapper. So
Right.
they play on it very well in at least one scene. And I enjoyed that and I took it for what it was worth. It's short. I can't stress enough
Right.
how much that
It
helps.
gets in, it gets out,
It gets you out.
and it doesn't
Which I
stick around
respect.
longer than it needs to.
No, like we said, no end credit. It's a mid scene credit, which people don't give a fuck. It's fun, and we'll talk about it on the spoiler. It's a fun one
Right.
as far as these things as they've been going lately. It's a pretty good one if you really put it in context.
Right.
Really good one.
Yeah. They
if
sold.
you still care,
Right.
it's a good one.
Right. The problem is it's already on Twitter, so be wary.
Yeah.
And so people are going to watch it because it's already on Twitter.
Right.
So
Live in the age of X
of leaks
Twitter.
and whatnot.
Yes.
So,
But,
yeah.
I'll explain where I'm at with it. And like I said, I looked at it in a way after a while, after seeing a certain character that we've talked about. I focused in on that, and I suffered through Marvel shit. And it came to help me in this because all I did was follow it up with that. And if you do that, you'll find it far more enjoyable if you see it as a sequel to this.
Gotcha. And you'll have to tell me that in the spoiler which one it is. But for me,
actually, I don't. It's safe to say.
Which one is it?
Oh, it's Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, as a follow up to the show to this?
If you've seen that show, look at it as a follow up to that, as if she's the main character. And you'll enjoy it.
It works a lot better. And you don't need to watch it again because they do plenty of explanation with the family, plenty of explanation with her story and things of that sort.
Oh, skim through it if you must.
Right.
But like, yeah.
Right. But for me, this movie, so there was one thing that I turned over to Ian, after the end of the movie, and I said, Ang Lee's Hulk.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
No, not bad.
Oh.
Do you remember in Ang Lee's Hulk, the comic book panels? They did that in this movie. That was one of the... No, they did it twice, 2-3 times. Yeah.
Throughout.
And throughout. And so
it's a lot less in your face than it is, and you're not having like Josh Lucas exploding, and then we he's engulfed in flames, and we flip a goddamn page. Like it's a little more.
Nowhere.
It's a little more low key than that. Yeah.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Here we go.
Hold on. There it is.
Yes.
Hold on. There we go. Let's get some sound in here.
Oh, this rules.
So yeah, Ang Lee's Hulk, if you don't remember, 2003?
Yeah.
2003?
Man.
Wow, I don't even
years.
look.
Very long.
20 years ago. Yeah. This is the kind of comic book shit that we were used to back in our day.
Yeah.
So long, big boy.
Yes.
Yeah. None of that.
Do we see him after that scene?
No, he's dead.
He goes away.
No,
he goes
he
away.
is dead.
Oh no.
D-E-D
That movie's
dead.
kind of good though. Like it's not great.
It ain't great, but it is.
But
It is
when you
kinda
compare it to like what the basement of these movies has become now, you're like, look, it took a lot of swings. It's got ideas,
Four.
right? And I'm not saying look at this right here.
I love that scene.
See, like that split screen right there. So a couple times,
I love the way that Hulk looked.
Brighton, green.
do, yeah.
Like a big giant baby.
Yeah, well, it fits because that's the whole kind of interesting take with that movie. It's all about like, what if the Hulk, but like simmering Freudian rage?
It's
pretty interesting.
Now it doesn't. This movie doesn't get into interesting levels of that place where
Not even close.
Nick Nolte's like, meh.
Oh, dude, if Nick Nolte was in this as Captain Marvel,
That's Captain Marvel.
She just
I'm the captain now.
body swaps with Nick Nolte.
Oh my god, that would have been great.
That would have been stupid.
Hi, Peter Parker.
I'm not gonna spoil much. This movie takes some weird fucking turns out of nowhere.
And that's what I was mentioning with that framing thing.
Yeah.
So it does a couple of those frames intentionally comic booky, influencing the trio element of the three.
Right.
And it does a bunch, and you actually said it perfectly after the fact, Ian, which was it actually takes some of the weird, wacky elements of comic books and just throws it in a live action movie.
Yeah.
Does it need explanation? No. Does it explain enough for you to understand why we're doing it? Yeah.
It's a thing with a lot of these Marvel movies that I find so weird is how, not all of them, but a lot of them are like kind of hesitant to jump in with both feet into like the kookiness. Because like for me, when I'm reading a comic book, my favorite stuff is like, you flip a page and you're like, huh, what a fucking crazy weird idea that you could never put in any other medium, and you just went for it. Like, oh, all right, yeah, sick.
Right. And so with this movie, it's not breaking any new ground when it does those things, but it's just like, wow, you're just doing this for fun.
Yeah, it's kind of like you don't give a fuck.
Right.
And I respect the not giving a fuck element.
Right. And it's for fun. It's not for any other
the director
purpose.
flat out was like, yeah, I just made it weird. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, she's not a comic book person.
And what it does is it yields an interesting like dynamic between the characters. Because someone asked in the chat, they said, did you chuckle a bit when Miss Marvel had her fangirl vibes during the movie? And it's like, yeah, because she's like that throughout the movie with crazy things happening, and she is our kind of avatar saying like, oh, weird shit's going on. I'm just gonna go with it because I'm excited to be here, And if you go into this movie like, oh yeah, I'm kind of excited to be here, you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
And if you're going there kind of as a sourpuss and be like, yeah, women suck and I hate this stuff, you're not gonna have a good time. Because I will say this, as I said with the first Captain Marvel movie, which is little girls are gonna like this. Now, people on a certain side will say, you don't have to pander to little girls. You don't have to give them this, this, and this. You don't have to give them the things. They can enjoy things that everybody enjoys. It's like, yeah, that's true.
Well,
but it doesn't have to be that way.
Shit, yeah.
Also, all things don't have to be made for you.
Right.
Like, it's fine. Like, that's okay. There's not, especially.
That's a nice way to say. I just say, fuck you. You don't deserve food.
Right. Right.
Fuck up and sit down.
No, it really is. It's like, look, the angry 40-year-old white guys who get like up all in a tizzy about this shit. One day they're going to be 50-year-old white guys, and then they're going to die. All right,
Jesus Christ.
and there need to be like other, like you need to make things for, you know, young girls, things that they can relate to, other audiences, because there are other people in this world who enjoy comic books and enjoy seeing themselves reflected in these silly, kooky books that are not worth grown men wasting their limited time on Earth.
But how come there's not a white man as the lead? Because that's all I've seen for my entire life. Why is it not Kurt Russell?
Sammy, there are 50, 60, 70 other of these goddamn movies with a white man in the lead. All right, you can go and watch any of the.
But I need him to
Which
be.
ones though?
Oh,
Which ones, though?
Morbius.
I need him to be named Chris. Okay. Fade to black. No, we died. Well, no, that's the thing. Like, look it. I'm just gonna put this in there. I'm gonna put this without context. There's a bunch of floating cats in space at one point. That's not for me. I don't like cats. But guess what? You know who likes floating cats in space? Well, Tommy, first and foremost. But second of all, probably little girls. Probably little girls will go, oh my God, it's so cute. And they're going to be like, hell yeah. And there's going to be 3 women fighting battle against another woman with a hammer. And they're going to have a good time. In the same way that if they watch Spider-Man, they'd have a good time.
I'm really equally relieved that hammer representation is on the rise in movies, because, you know, there just haven't been enough hammers in movies.
Oh yeah, we need more legendary hammers and weapons.
Not since Old Boy. That was like the one time, and then people just they seem so.
And Mjolnir held the candle for a long time.
Oh fuck! I fucked that up. I forgot all about that.
Like there was like Mjolnir the whole time. Yeah. But you can't just have the one hammer.
And I don't know
Ronan showed up with that.
What happened to this one? Was that Ronan? That was Ronan's hammer?
It was Kree hammer. But it looked like Ronan's. And it had a name, so I think it might have been Ronan's.
They all have fucking names.
I don't know the villain's name in this.
I don't know either.
I like
we went this whole movie.
That's the thing.
She's a great actor, and that's also Tom Hiddleston's wife. So that family's getting that Marvel money.
Oh shit!
Zawe Ashton.
No, she did a really good job again with like what on paper is kind of a nothing part.
She was getting that money.
Oh, dude, she was
get that money rolled.
Plot device.jpg.
You go get that Loki money.
Well, and
I'm gonna go get this.
I think her kind of motive angle is interesting. Just the movie doesn't really, right or wrong, the movie doesn't really like spend any time on that.
They don't bother,
which is fine.
Which was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Also, and even without it, it's like, okay, I see your motives.
Yeah,
cool. Like, yeah.
Also, there's a bunch of people in this cast that don't exist, so don't trip if there's spoilers. There's not spoilers. Like Kobe Smulders is not in this movie. No. So just no. I just noticed. I go, are there any spoilers in the cast?
Watch Secret Invasion.
Right.
You'll find out what happened.
But no, she was there to be bad guy, make a bad person, and she was okay at it. And she got a power system that made her comparable to Captain Marvel because, well, for her reasons, she was able to
go toe to toe.
But they didn't like emphasize it at all. Where it's like, oh shit, she's as powerful as Captain Marvel, who's one of the most powerful people in the universe. Yeah. Shit, they were kind of like, nope.
She's 3 of them to try.
Right.
Come on.
Right. And then there was one element that we'll get into in spoilers that really kind of annoyed me. With her power, the little bangle you see. And the hammer, but
it makes no sense.
But yeah, she was, I would just say it, boring as shit and didn't matter.
Generic as hell.
Generic, like almost
most generic of villains.
More generic than goddamn like Obadiah Stane or like Yellow Jacket and all those ones.
Much more.
Now that being said, if like Obadiah Stane, she entered her scene on a Segway.
Yeah, bald,
right?
Bald on a Segway.
Yeah.
Right. That's how I hope to enter most places.
That's how I try to enter. Yeah.
She would have been the most memorable, most memorable villain since Killmonger.
Right. Also, Thanos level. I want to save my planet. So not very good motive either. I want to save my planet, and so I got to save my planet. So I'm gonna do my thing.
Can't wait for the spoiler to talk about the resolution.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there soon enough. There's not much to it, but we want to bring up what you were saying, not in the pre-show, but before we even got on, Samuel L. Jackson in this movie.
Oh.
So we spent so here's the thing about the Marvels.
Giving the most relaxed performance of the year.
He's like 89 years old.
I
man.
said the easiest check any actor's ever gotten, ever.
So you watch the first Captain Marvel, and you're like, man, Nick Fury is just a guy, but someday he'll be Nick Fury, and that's gonna be cool as shit.
Right.
And then he's Nick Fury, and he's cool as shit for all your childhood. And then you watch Secret Invasion, and you go, no, he's a boring, sad old man who's failed all the time.
Kinda sucks.
And he kind of sucks.
Yeah.
He sucks at the end. He barely makes it out alive.
None of Secret Invasion should have even happened.
Right.
And it's all his fault.
And it didn't.
Literally everything that happens in the fucking show is his fault. He comes in to try to fix it, doesn't.
Right.
It makes it worse.
Daenerys comes and saves it.
The new most powerful character in Marvel, the most powerful, and she will probably never see her again.
Right. Because she's too powerful. Did you see?
Fuck no.
So they gave Daenerys Targaryen every Avengers superpowers.
I don't understand half the words you just said.
Okay. Amelia Clarke is a real person.
Okay.
She is a Skrull, okay?
Okay. Now she's an actor. I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'm
No,
kidding.
she's a Skrull. The green guys.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Spoilers for
She's a
Secret
Super
Invasion.
Skrull? Is that where they go with it?
So they made a Super Skrull.
Okay.
But instead of it being the Fantastic Four,
Okay.
it was every Avengers blood.
And villain.
and Thanos blood and Cull Obsidian
Any
and
Marvel character that's ever been on Earth that was in that battle.
So Infinity plus one, basically.
Valkyrie.
Right.
Okay.
She has Valkyrie, some Thor.
Right.
How did they get? Never. I'm not going to ask these questions.
So Nick Fury had a team of Skrulls say, "Hey, go collect the blood from the ground,
From the battle.
from the battle."
Okay.
And they found everyone's blood.
Is this why Ben Mendelsohn wasn't in the movie? Because that was my
Yes.
other question. Is like,
he's
where?
dead.
Are you? Wait, really?
Yeah.
Are you fucking?
They
kidding
shot
me?
him in the chest.
Him
the fuck?
As well as Maria Hill, both dead.
Yeah.
Dead is Good Friday.
Spoiler for Secret
Fuck
Invasion.
that.
You had enough time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kobe Smulders got shot in the chest,
Opening the first episode.
In the first episode.
Third episode, she's out.
and then Talos got shot in the chest as well.
The most unremarkable deaths of any character, any form of
So-
media ever.
Why are you going to cast my favorite human walking pile of trash, Ben Mendelsohn, and then just like put him out to dry like that?
It was a
Because we're going to
unremarkable-
battle,
I was
or-
like, he's not dead, is he? And he should.
And then
It's
and then
that bad of a scene where it's like clearly he's not, but he's
right.
Yeah.
And so now
just
the
didn't give
the
a
one
shit.
survivor of that is 74-year-old Samuel L. Jackson.
And you follow that up with this, it's weird.
It's
does
weird
not
because,
fit.
because he ends that series like, I'm the badass. I got my mojo back again. I'm back in town, baby. Let's do this. I'm going to go save the Skrulls, give them a house to live in. I'm going to redeem
married
all
one.
my sins.
He's married, by the way.
Oh, he
to
fucked a Skrull?
to a Skrull. Yeah.
It's probably the most interesting part of the show.
Do we see him fornicate with a green person?
No.
You see a kiss.
Oh, for a Marvel movie. Oh, that's
Right. It's the first. It's the first African American green person kiss. I'm kidding. No, I'm just saying. Like the.
I'm going to
Star
puke
Trek
on you.
It's like Star Trek.
Yeah, I know. I'm still going to puke on you.
That's fine.
All right.
That's fine. Well, like Star-Lord was kissing green ladies. How come a black guy can't do it, huh?
I'm going to puke on you.
And
Keep
so,
the show moving.
And so, he comes back and goes, I got my mojo back. I'm badass Nick Fury again. Yeah. And then he comes in wearing a t-shirt and just regular pants. And he's like, I'm Nick Fury. I'm Samuel L. Jackson. Like, not even that. He goes, I'm Nick Fury for one scene.
Yeah.
And then I'm just
You don't
Samuel
even get
L.
that.
Jackson.
You don't really even get that.
Right. Not even
Full
crazy that.
Samuel L. Jackson. You
Now,
just get a.
that being said, even though he is like pretty much doing the entire performance from an armchair, he's still pretty fun.
Literally an
That's my dad
armchair.
on
Still pretty fun,
vacation.
right?
Right.
that was all that was.
Yeah.
I work all day. I'm not doing shit right now.
He was playing Black Grandfather to the Marvels and to everybody on board. Of
Which
the
honestly,
spaceship.
when you're like 57 movies in, is kind of where I kind of want to see Nick
Right.
Fury at this
Yeah.
point. I'm just like, look, man, I don't fucking know. Like the world's on fire. Who gives a shit?
I shot a couple people in the movie. A couple of them were bad guys. So like he's charming as shit in there.
Yeah.
Like I said, let's see. Is there anybody else? People want us to maybe mention due to algorithms. Park Seo-joon. Seo-joon.
So yeah, what's
I'm
up?
gonna get it wrong.
What's up here? Is it
South Korean actor, and I believe also
popular, yes.
also well, here is
good looking kid?
right. He was in. Let's take a look because people were like, "Oh my god, this guy's in this movie," because he was a prince in this movie. He's just
Yeah.
unnamed prince. So at least he probably had a name.
Another very weird scene that didn't need to be here.
Right.
And yet, I dug it. It was
I
fun.
did too. And I was like, fuck it,
my
okay.
problem was more when we get out of that sequence, we never go back to it. And you're kind of like, well, wait, what about?
happened there?
No, what the fuck happened over there?
Oh yeah,
Marvel
no,
has,
not good.
and I'll mention this in the spoilers, Marvel's had a really disturbing habit as of late, doing something in their movie.
Of just.
You
we'll
will
talk about it.
Word, but we'll talk about it.
But Park Seo-joon, born Park Young-kyu, is a South Korean actor. He's best known for his starring roles in television series Kill Me, Heal
he's
Me.
my age, never
She was
mind.
pretty. Oh, you thought he was? No, he's 30. Yeah, he looks good.
Jesus,
34
that
years
black
old.
Don't crack shit. No, it's Korean. God damn.
Does a Korean be eaten?
Just keep it in you. Keep it in you.
There was nothing there.
Yeah.
But more recently, let's see, what was the other one? Also appeared in films such as The Chronicles of Evil, Midnight Runners, Divine Fury, and Concrete Utopia. And so he made his entertainment debut in 2011 by appearing in a music video for Bong Young-gook's single "I Remember." I really hope I'm saying that right. And so
Where's Maggie? She would know.
like Maggie's probably super excited about this.
Yeah.
Our friend Maggie, who's excited for all things Korean, whether it be popular culture, dramas, or the like.
The way you said that.
Oh, dude, we went to Korean barbecue for her birthday the other time. So Korean barbecue, K-dramas, and K-pop.
And
You've encapsulated all of Korean culture. Thank you.
I forgot Gangnam Style. That's the fourth one. What's his name? Psy? Yeah, he still exists. He's still doing great.
Close.
Psy is Korean, and he's still super popular. I know my Korean pop stars.
Is it possible to have like an internal hemorrhage from the 40X chairs? Because I'm wondering, like, just if something got knocked loose in his head.
No, it's him all the time.
Never mind. I'm sorry. Fans unhappy over Park Seo-joon's brief screen time in the Marvels. So people aren't even happy that he's in it because he's in it too less, apparently. He was in there for enough.
Cameo.
He's cameo.
Yeah.
There was a moment where he walked out and there was a break for applause, and then our audience was too small, so nobody broke for applause.
Our audience couldn't applaud because their fucking wrists were broken.
Yeah, no
because they were just doing this the entire time.
Okay, so being corrected in the chat, it's Park Seo-joon. So Seo is just Seo. So there we go. Now I know Korean-ish. Other than that, I know to say kimchi. Other than that, I had fun. I said this to you. I go, Ang Lee's Hulk. And then I said, like, Steven Seagal movie.
Thumbs up.
Get what I'm saying?
Are we, now, are we talking like above the law or on deadly ground? Because there's a wide gambit there.
It's more Mark. Is Mark for Death?
Oh, yeah, Mark for Death.
Mark for Death.
Mark for Death's pretty good though.
And so what I meant by that,
made me watch all that at the age of 8.
That's good parenting.
That's
great parenting.
Right.
All right.
He's the reason I love film.
Yeah.
so
Which is the one where he kills a guy with a credit card.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ.
I forgot. Which one was the one with the Jamaican guy?
Oh shit!
You know, with the one eye.
Yeah, I was the one. Fuck.
That was the one.
That wasn't. No, that couldn't have been above the law. Fuck.
Fuck, what's the guy's-
All right,
Was that Mark for
Sammy.
Death?
We're stopping the show right now. We're gonna watch every Steven
We
Seagal
gotta
movie.
do it.
here,
one?
Steven Seagal, I don't know what movie, The Glimmer Man?
Yeah,
Oh,
Glimmer Man.
With
Yeah.
Keenan and Ivory Wayans?
Yes.
With Keenan and Ivory Wayans, not
Yeah.
Keenan and Ivory Wayans. Keenan
Not
Ivory
Ebony and
Wayans.
Ivory Wayans.
Was it? We're brothers and we're colored?
Yeah, we're singing. And we're good.
They're singing it. Yeah, he sliced someone's throat with a credit card.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So what I mean by that though,
Terrible man and actor.
of course.
Icon of the cinema.
But what I mean by that is it's a type of movie where if TV reruns existed nowadays as opposed to streaming, the Marvels would be the perfect leave on TV, let the commercials run, jump in when you want to type of
Sunday
movie.
afternoon,
because there was literally like I could see the commercial breaks of different scenes happening.
Absolutely.
They had like fight scene, then get along scene, then dramatic scene, then party scene, then fight scene, then emotional stop scene, then another fight scene.
They also dropped an ad for the NAACP. I fucked that one up. What's the college? I fucked that up.
NCAA.
NCAA. Thank you. I've been awake since 5 o'clock this morning. All right, my brain.
Wait, when did they do the NCAA?
It was gonna be a joke about how when you watch movies on TNT and then they come in with the college
I was
game.
about to say it's a total
Yeah,
TNT
that would have been a great joke if I hadn't completely fucking annihilated that. Yeah.
I'm glad where your head's at. Equality is where this man's head is.
NAACP. Yep.
You need to think more about the NAACP.
Man,
Where's your head at?
I really appreciate that
This
you're able
man's
to
ally.
that you were able to take that foible and turn it into my favorite pastime, ganging up on
Yo,
Sandy.
absolutely.
You know what though?
God damn it. Don't
You know what? You know what? I'm just not a
do
fan.
something.
I'm not.
He's awareness. That's what he's doing.
I'm not a fan of using the term colored people. Okay. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. It makes me uncomfortable.
We are derailed.
It makes me uncomfortable to say that, okay?
Moving on.
It should be the NAAPC.
Anyway, as you were
the
saying,
National Association of Advancement of Color, People of Color.
this has TNT Sunday afternoon
It
written all
absolutely.
over
I
it.
agree.
How about
More
FX?
TBS.
Or
FX?
Definitely, yeah.
As the movies FX?
Nah, more TBS.
More TBS.
TNT,
Yeah. Like, I want wacky,
It's not
like.
trashy enough for FX.
It ain't.
Yeah.
It ain't.
So, but the idea was.
USA? No.
In another era.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's the idea. Jump in, literally like the body swapping in this movie. You can jump in and out of this at any point, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I know what's happening."
It is not a lot of filler here.
Right,
It is just straight up, okay, set piece.
right,
We'll give you 2 minutes of some type of dialogue and,
Right.
you know.
and if you don't know what's happening, it'll move fast enough to where the
don't
thing that
give a
you'll
fuck.
understand is
It is-
happening
It
next.
washes over you, and I mean that as a compliment.
It does.
Right.
It really does.
Yes, I am a piece of shit, shit with a ch, person of color. I get
You're
that.
a
Yes,
piece of caca.
right. But the idea is that's how I enjoyed this movie, and once I made that connection, I go, I can have fun with this. I'm just gonna enjoy it,
Yeah.
and I know it's not deep.
No.
It's not
But it ain't
enriching.
trying to be.
Right. It's not enriching. It's not making my life better. It's not giving me better insight into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's
doesn't
not really
need to
explaining
exist.
anything. It's not really doing anything. And like you said, it's kind of a placeholder to get person from point A to point B.
Yeah.
It makes Ms. Marvel and able to have more skills and more adventure under her belt.
Mm-hmm.
It makes Captain Marvel redeemed from something we didn't even know she needed redemption
keep
from.
on captaining.
Yeah, Photon is now under adventure. Has an adventure under her belt. Right. well, no, they just keep adding powers to her that she's discovering. So
Yeah.
now she's getting fully fledged. Okay.
Sure,
And
yeah.
so from there, you're ended, and then you get the end credit sequence, which is game breaking for the MCU.
Technically,
But it's
Technically,
not
yeah.
something.
On paper, it is.
was it enough for me? Fuck no.
Well, it's not something that we'll
Yeah.
get every day. Ian, I'll pass it to
True.
you. Just your final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Yeah, man, it's kind of everything else. Honestly, the TBS TNT afternoon thing is the exact way I would sum up this movie, which for me, frankly, is a compliment because I love and I miss the halcyon days of TNT Sunday afternoon movies.
Right.
Yeah, it's not anything like great or gripping or deep or profound, but I had a fun time at the movies. You know, am I going to watch it again? Probably not.
Right.
But
Unless it's on TBS.
unless it's on TBS.
Maybe,
But
yeah.
I didn't dislike
While
it.
he's cooking.
Well, yeah. I thought, it was charming. It was fun. It had, decent, fight scenes. I thought, all joking aside, I thought their, performances were pretty solid across the board.
Yeah.
It has a lot of, again, kind of fun, kooky, silly ideas, Yeah, I liked it. It was decent.
And I didn't give my number rating. I'm gonna give this like the biggest 6 of all time. Like I want to take my nieces to go see this, which is a good for a 6, where it's like, hey, we're gonna go eat popcorn and get some sugary sodas, and we're gonna have fun because there's gonna be crazy things happening.
Yeah.
And I don't gotta explain much. You don't have to see anything. And there's 3 girls kicking ass on the screen, and you are respectively like 13 and 12. So let's go, children. We're gonna go hang out for Thanksgiving if it's still airing, which it should be.
Most important part, you won't be bored.
And I won't be bored.
That's a biggie for me.
And they don't have to use the restroom, and I can just see. All right,
And I did, and it's spots seemingly dedicated to that.
Right.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
They're talking. Go use the restroom.
And so, yeah,
it's a perfect amount of time when you get back, something will be happening.
right. We'll go get ice cream and a toy, and then they're gonna be like, "Wow, we saw a movie and got ice cream and a toy. What
Yes.
a great day!" And you're
Yes.
home, and you're home by 6 p.m.
Yeah.
because it's so goddamn short. You're home by 6 p.m.
Yeah, take your kids to Baskin Robbins afterwards.
Exactly.
It was a happy Thursday
Yeah.
with dad.
Take them
And-
5
and-
below.
If you're smart, you do not take your kids to see it in 40X unless you want your kids to have developmental issues. All right.
Unless you want them to
wanna
give them
see-
the brain scrambles.
This is a serious plea from the bottom
If
of
you
my
want to
heart.
know what
if you
child shot put
yeah,
looks like,
if you hate your kid,
Yeah.
if you
Right.
want their neck to be broken, take them to see it in 40X.
Right.
yeah, they don't meet the height requirement.
Right. So your number grade for this one? Out of 10?
Yeah, I'll give it like a 6.5.
6.5. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like not great, but man, it's fun.
Coming from me, a 6 is pretty high.
And the fact that you were nauseous half the time. Or not nauseous,
I wasn't
but
nauseous.
You were rattled.
I wasn't even that rattled. I was looking around the theater going, this is so ridiculous. This is such a stupid, empty folly. Not the movie, but the
Right.
40X of it all.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck why are there adults other than us who like willingly paid like a lot of money to come and do this?
Well, that was the thing. So, like, when we did Blue Beetle, at the end, we were getting shook so much, the audience ourselves were laughing at how crazy we were
Yeah.
being shook. This time, there was just a guy that was like, you better go, Scroll.
Oh, that dumbass?
That dumb idiot.
Oh,
and then
my
at the end, he
God.
was like, go, Captain Marvel. I'm like, shut up. Why are you talking, Tommy? Your rating.
Oh, it's
Or not your rating, or rather your final thoughts and then your
Oh,
rating.
Okay. Yeah, no. Again, went in with the lowest of expectations.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't need to exist.
Right.
Nothing changes in the Marvel universe, really.
Right.
No. Sam Jackson went from one chair to another chair.
Oh, he did action in a chair
did,
too.
yeah.
Right.
He
He
did.
shot some motherfuckers.
In a chair.
He was in a chair in space, and at
whenever
the
you-
end, he's in a chair in a different place. Yeah.
Right. In Louisiana, of all places.
Yeah.
He got paid $2 million.
Absolute goddamn
$2 million more than you will ever make.
No shit, man.
Yeah.
Now,
in your life. You know?
hey, now I'll make 970,000.
It's really fun to watch him try to do math.
I got it right.
sad.
I got it right. I don't make 30,000. I make
Went
more
to
than that,
college,
but
yes. Oh, it was on the beach. Listen,
it's true.
look, this movie does not need to exist. Go from
Oh, you went to University of Houston. Shut your fucking mouth, all right?
Go Cougs.
That's barely a school.
It's true.
The School of Hard Knocks, you want to
It
call
really is.
Anyway, your review. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no. That was a whole nother campus. Yeah, no, it does not need to exist. Nothing happens in this that you need to rush out to go see.
Right.
The one thing that does, you can see online, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. With that said, yeah, it's fun. It doesn't waste your time, really.
It doesn't waste your
It
time.
gives you a couple of bathroom breaks. If you incorporate that, then you know
So
what?
it's good for the
You're like,
the
okay.
elderly
Put
and small
that-
children.
Put that above the poster. It gives you a couple of bathroom.
Couple of bathroom breaks. That'll get a lot of elderly. people
Honestly,
in.
though,
Right?
yeah.
It absolutely would.
The olds and the babies will enjoy
Well,
that
they
a
will
lot.
love that.
Look at that.
And yeah, like I said,
PP breaks at this time stamps right here.
it's like intermission.
Right. where they're revealing their deepest, darkest secrets, but we already kind of knew them, so don't
Yeah,
worry
it's
about
fine.
it.
Shows on
Right.
this
We watched the shows,
It's
but they didn't
sequels
watch
and
each other
shows.
do it, so they're
Yeah.
explaining it to each other.
Right.
Hey, I became superpowered when I went through a witch's portal. So, but if you watch WandaVision, you can go to the
all
bathroom.
about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know all about it.
So there you go.
And so yeah, they do that, and I saw it as a sequel to Miss Marvel, and if you do that, it's better. It's definitely.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought of the scenes without all the 4DX, and I'm like, I'm not going to see this movie ever again. I've seen it once. That's more than enough.
Right.
But like,
I won't, like I said, I won't turn it off. It's on if it's on TV
if it's
though.
just on, it's it'll be over,
there's
it'll
no
be
such,
over quickly.
But there's no such thing as on TV anymore, so
Right.
it's like that's why I'll never see
You
it.
have to actively,
Put it on
same
TV.
here.
Yeah.
But look, I saw it. I didn't hate myself. I didn't hate the experience.
You know, the threshold for movies. I didn't hate myself.
Yeah.
Look, coming out of 40X, that is absolutely the threshold.
Right.
up there.
40X will prove how old your body is to you and
40X
at you.
is like opening up the puzzle box to hell.
I agree. With
Your
that.
review, though, your numbers.
Yeah, no, a 6. It's just a 6.
It is a 6.
Not a 6 minus, not a 6 plus. It's a 6.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll make it a solidified average 6.3. I'll go there. So 6.5, 6.3, 6 flat.
6
So with the consensus of about 6.3, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. But just know, if you decide to do it, I think you're going to have a lot of fun. So,
think so, too.
Be sure to somewhat enjoy Captain Marvel at a 6 out of a 10 level. And we're actually 3 out of 10. Juke the Ronin, you're lying to everyone involved.
It's fine. You can like whatever you like or don't like whatever you like. Just don't be a dick about it.
But 3, I'm trying to think how much you didn't have to like to knock it down 3 points.
I don't know. I'm not that person.
I know, but I'm just wondering. Anyway, point being, we're going to get into spoilers in just a few short moments, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll give you plenty of time to do it. Sorry, Avatar is going to be at the end after the spoilers, but we're going to mosey on out, and that clock is wrong. Don't worry, it's an hour ahead. And so, we're going to do the spoiler review in just a few short moments. We're going to refresh our beverages and be right back. Did you know that over 5 million people trust their huevos, their bodies, and even their faces with the fine folks at manscaped.com? And we're one of those people, we're some of those people anyway, that Manscaped has generously donated tons and tons and tons of products to. And those products are good for your body, your face, and your heart, honestly. Because here's the thing. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra was gifted to us, all of us here at the Maxcellence, and it is the absolute. We had the 4.0 as the finest in men's grooming. The 5.0 and the peak hygiene plan together provide you with just the most top-notch body shaving system on the market today. I love it myself. And like I said, I wanted to try it out. I had to rush though because I was about to hit a flight and I was reckless with it. I was shaving things under garments, under belt, everything with reckless abandon because I was on a short clock. And guess what? I was completely fine. No nicks, no cuts, no nothing. I didn't get them myself. And although it's not a guarantee for everybody, this one is definitely an improvement from the 4.0. It's got 2 interchangeable skin-safe blade heads, the skin-safe trimmer blade, the skin-safe foil blade. It's waterproof. It's got a power adapter and USB-C charging cable. It's got wireless key charging compatibility, up to a 60-minute runtime, lithium-ion battery, dual LED spotlights if you want to get the skin tone color right, constant RPM, tri-level LED low battery indicator, and it has a travel lock on it. And it came with a travel bag as well, which I've actually put to use versus the Lawnmower 4.0, which I never used the travel bag. The 5.0, though, nice solid case keeping it all together. And that's not even counting the beard hedger, which I use just about every time I shave my face. Actually, every time I shave my face. And they gave me the beard hedger pro kit, where I'm also using the beard shampoo, the beard conditioner, the beard oil, the beard balm, the travel bag. If you want a beard like mine, I didn't polish up my cheeks. I ran out of time. That's not Manscaped's fault. That's mine. But if you want your beard to look silky and smooth and good just like mine, you got to treat it just like mine. And that's with the beard hedger pro kit. So all this sounds good, right? Good. You can get all of this and more for 20% off and free shipping using coupon code MEX20. That's coupon code MEX20. You can get 20% off and free shipping off everything in the store. Use that coupon. Get your body right. And I know we're getting into the winter. I know the hair is going to get a little longer. You're going to want to stay a little bit warmer, but you got to keep it trim. You got to keep it nice and right and tight. So be sure to keep it nice and right and tight using manscaped.com. Manscaped, your balls will thank you. And so will I when you use coupon code MEX20. So be sure to do it. Bye. We're just going to give our initial reactions to Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay. Fuck you, M. Night Shyamalan. That's how you do that.
So they're just doing the show again?
Pretty
Yeah.
much, just in live action. Fuck it.
What the
you know
fuck?
what? Listen, I'm at the point now. If you can't make anything good, just remake the shit.
No.
No, you do it Psycho style where you do it beat for beat.
Okay, well, actually, I'm with you if you actually do it Psycho style,
Yeah.
where it's beat for beat, but then every now and then you do
Someone
one thing that's
masturbates.
different, where you're, so you're like,
Someone masturbated.
have you not seen the Psycho remake?
No.
Oh,
Why would I?
It kind of, well, it
The
kind
exact
of,
same thing with masturbation.
yeah, it kind of rips for that exact reason, where you're like, is this a goof? Like, what the fuck is this? I'm serious.
It's bizarre. It's a bizarre viewing experience.
Yeah, it's very strange and is kind of great. Like, I don't know. Like, it
is.
Okay, look, I'm not a person who feels the need to, like, if I like something, I don't need it to be legitimized by being in live action if it's not already in live action.
Right.
So, I mean, look, if I maybe it'll be good, but like, I can just watch the animated show instead of watching the animated show, but like 3 times as long and
way
with
more
like
expensive.
and way more expensive and with really dodgy green screen and compositing.
Well, here's the thing. Ian, I don't know if you remember this, but remember when we watched Avatar or The Last Airbender?
Never forget.
Did you? So here's the thing, Tommy. Do you want to know when I watched The Last Airbender? It was the week Donald Trump got elected.
Why?
No, it wasn't on purpose. It was. We had it planned because it had been a while. We were doing bad movie reviews, me and Ian, or retro movie reviews, and.
Why did we pick that one?
Well, no, because we were due for it. It's like somebody, like people chose it, and we were due to watch it, and we didn't recognize that it was like after the election because at the time we thought Hillary was going to win 2016.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, go Hillary Clinton. And then he won. And then we had to do the show on Wednesday. So it was Tuesday. He
right.
won by Wednesday. And then Thursday we had to do the show. And I said, I watched the movie and it's a dog shit movie. Right. The only movie I think is below it on our list was Lost in Space because fuck that movie.
Not Spawn?
Why do people
Not Spawn. Spawn's a little higher.
So much.
Dude, it's bad.
It's very bad.
It's
but like
Not Last Airbender
it
bad.
ain't Last Airbender bad.
Well, like I said, that was the worst thing. That was not the worst thing that happened to me that week. Was watching Last Airbender or Donald Trump winning. So that said, I'm watching this. I never watched the cartoon or the
what you
animated
should've
series.
watched.
What the fuck?
That's
I
what you
didn't.
should've watched.
Sammy.
I did it. It
You
was
need
not.
to.
It's great.
It's whatever. I'm okay.
God.
My life will not be
Why would
enriched.
you watch this? Like I said, it's going to be 3 times as long.
No, but
Here's my
I'm not even going to watch
Just
this. I didn't even commit to watching this.
Yes, you did.
So Ian, I'm ashamed to admit this.
Yeah.
He knows this about me.
Yeah.
I'm a whore for nostalgia.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
an
yeah.
absolute
Just guzzle.
Just a gutter whore. For
A college cum slut for nostalgia?
a bucket, if you will.
A bucket. Oh, a whole damn bucket. All right.
Like I love it. Like the Fear Street thing got me giddy. It's one of my favorite Netflix things ever.
What about Spider-Man No Way Home?
Tingled it a little bit.
A little bit?
Just a little
Tank play.
Okay.
Little tank play.
All right.
But like this,
A spider taint?
look, here's my thing. I'm about like, fuck it. If Disney can do this shit for 18 movies, let them do it for at least this. Because after M. Night Shyamalan's Last Airbender, I'm like, it can't be like this.
But
You
Ong
have to
is
redo
ready to
this.
go again. Or what are this character's
At
name?
least it's
Sokka.
appropriate- At least it's the appropriate races playing the characters.
There is that.
Which is a big step.
Right.
There
Don't
is
worry.
that.
And it gave me far more of a vibe of the original.
Hey,
But you could also just watch the original.
Saw it already. I want to see it in 3D with other people's
Tommy,
money.
I mean this from the place of love. You're the problem.
Yes.
You're the fucking problem. You're
Oh,
why we're in this hellscape right now.
Absolutely.
Well-
I didn't ask for Ghostbusters. That wasn't my
Okay,
choice.
I'm gonna be
I saw
honest. I'm
that
gonna be honest. I'm
trailer,
gonna be
it
honest. I'm
looks
gonna be honest.
terrible.
If you started going off about like loving like the new Ghostbuster stuff, I would have gotten up and left. So
I like
thank you
good
for that.
nostalgia
Thank
stuff.
you for that.
okay.
Obscure. The more,
Hey,
the more Fear Streets you give me, the better.
Well,
Okay.
well, here's the thing, guys. At the
Give me
very
a Captain Planet movie.
well, Tommy, if you're for one, if you're,
Don Cheadle's still waiting.
He's ready for it.
hey, well, Tommy, just
Yeah.
in case you're a whore for nostalgia, you said,
Right.
are you ready for the 1-to-1 remake of Mean Girls?
Oh, fuck, man. We were talking
Now that
about
I don't know.
So it's Mean Girls, but it looks like shit now.
No, but it's also Tina Fey's also
still
back.
Tina Fey,
Yeah,
still
yeah,
Tim
but it
Meadows.
looks
Tim
like
Meadows,
shit
that was his
now.
name.
It looks way.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls is
By the nature of it being a movie that came out 20 years ago, has production value and has like
Hold on.
cinematography and people in real places with real light.
care.
And now this looks like got every other goddamn
Hold on.
like
You wanna
shitty
see
plastic
fuck this.
dishwater.
Listen, you want to see a better Mean Girls thing? It's a Walmart commercial. That's the best sequel you will need to see to Mean Girls.
Time out, hold the phone. Someone goes,
Unfortunately,
it's a
he's
musical,
right.
but
It
two,
is.
what are you talking about? You're telling, well, one's a musical, but then again, we saw La La Land together.
La La Land.
La La Land. Well, you're telling me that set design like this, where
Look at this. It looks like
man.
it looks like no. Fuck the set design. It looks it's like fucking everything else
This
right
looks
now.
like the Walmart
It looks like
commercial.
plastic. The whole fucking thing. Every
Well,
single
the
light is
poster,
turned on.
it says
they're the
plastic is
plastics.
forever.
They're the plastics.
That's the slogan for this movie.
shut the fuck
Plastic
up.
is forever. It's on the poster.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But look at
It's the same flat digital cinematography
Also-
that has taken over everything.
also this girl. You know what? Respect to her. She is no Lindsay Lohan
It
in her
looks
prime.
like the person who made Dukes of Hazzard 2. Like, is it the same director who did that? Because that's what it looks like.
Hey guys, remember the scene where she wears the ugly costume
Fuck,
and now it's
man.
worse somehow?
I saw this
but it's the
once
same.
already. I don't want to see this shit again. Watch the Walmart commercial.
Watch
Okay, yeah,
Mean
I want to
Girls.
watch. I
And
want
then-
to.
It's way better.
Mean Girls is great. Hold on, Mean
Mean
Girls
Girls is great.
commercial. No, I mean
We
actual
don't
Mean
have
Girls.
to watch the
We don't
commercial.
have to.
It's a 30-second
We've done it
commercial
already.
It's a 30-second.
Yeah, I don't want
It's a
to.
little longer.
It's really
but yeah.
depressing.
This one?
It's very
Some
depressing.
things
Yeah.
never change. On Wednesdays,
All right, I got-
we still
They
pay.
made another
Oh, it's a-
version.
Oh shit.
Get in, sweetie. We're going deal shopping.
But now,
Okay, I kind of hate my life. Never mind. I'm
You
not watching
did.
that shit.
It has them all in there, mind.
I'm
you.
sure.
All except Rachel
Lacey
McAdams.
Chabert is too busy doing Hallmark movies for
Lindsay
me to be
Lohan's in
bothered.
it.
Lost in Spaces, Lacey Chabert. Thank you very much.
Yes, it is.
Oh, she was in there.
She is.
Oh my god, I
She
love.
was the precocious kid.
I love me some. Oh, that's right. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love me some
Matt
adult
LeBlanc.
Lacey Chabert. She is like #1 secret sleeper hit.
Watch every Hallmark movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's great.
When are we gonna do a
like-
Hallmark movie party, Sammy? We're just gonna get
all
we're
you
gonna
got.
get drunk on eggnog
Christmas-
and watch like
Christmas is coming.
six Hallmark movie. We can live stream
Why is
that.
Missy Elliott in this?
She's a coach that has to tell you about Black Friday.
That seems uncouth.
Movies are a mistake. the whole goddamn
Oh, there's
thing
Lindsay
was a
Lohan.
mistake.
She's the guidance counselor now.
Did you watch the Lindsay Lohan that Netflix Christmas movie she did?
Can we review that?
Oh, Sammy, we got to review that. We have to do a live review of that where you either take amphetamines, hallucinogens, or drink like an entire bottle of Everclear, and we just like free associate while we watch it. It is something. It is so special.
Or 3 4 Locos.
Oh, we don't want to kill the man.
Coming to our Patreon, that's never going to happen unless it does. Everybody, it's been Ian.
Hey,
It's been Tommy McGrew.
Hello.
It's been Sammy Gonzalez. We're getting the hell out of here. It's late. Thank you for sticking around and watching McGrew's Reviews.
Going to Jack in the Box.
Like, subscribe, do all the things. Bye, everybody. We're getting out of here.